Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, the place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is Not Important, and I'm your host. Let's rock and roll. Musk back in the news. Elon Musk Tesla held onto its Bitcoin in Q4 despite market turbulence. White House Science Office calls for comments on its digital asset research agenda. Hackers take over Robinhood's Twitter account to promote scam token. And finally, breaking Coinbase fined 3.6 million in the Netherlands. Rocking and rolling Bitcoin. All right. Yesterday night, last evening, day before yesterday, tomorrow, Samsonite. Last night, guys, we had this spectacular pump and then dump coming out of Bitcoin. We're looking at daily, but lately the better story has been on the 4 hour. So let's rock and roll over to the 4 hour. All right, so here's what we're looking at right now. We had the sideways action looking like a good little bull flag setup, just like we had back down here. This literally is doing exactly what we did back over here on the start of Friday the 13th, January. Funny. And we went sideways. We pumped up a little bit. We retraced, went below the flag, did a little bit of a scoop, and then pumped. We're kind of doing the exact same thing again. Moving sideways, a little bit of a pump, scoop down, and then pump. So when this pumped yesterday, we went all the way to a level that I've had on here since I've been doing these videos, guys, that you've seen, this 23,789. We hit it just a little bit above it, and then we instantly retraced. To me, what that means is we've got very, very, very strong selling pressure at this level. Outside of that, there's a pattern that I'm seeing some guys talk about. It's a short-term pattern, not the stuff I usually look at, but you've got a trend line that they said are formed here. Excuse me. And what they're saying this looks like happened is, sorry guys, I'm just getting everything all set up to make it easier for you guys to see, is that we hit this trend line, retraced, hit it again, retraced, and then broke out of it hard. And now we have flipped this trend line from resistance into support. So what does that mean? Well, I mean, again, I've been looking at the $25,000 range for quite some time. You guys have heard me talk about it. I'm not giving a ton of energy to this pattern. I'm more so just looking at the ranges right now. Bitcoin is actually starting to move right now as we're making this video too. But here's what I'm saying. Just like yesterday, keep an eye on these levels, guys. If we don't hold this 22,738, we could dump potentially to the 22,336. This is everything I told you yesterday. If we break that, we're going down. Now, here's why I believe that. And this actually will show up more on the Ethereum chart. Let's go back to daily. When you have ranges like this, guys, where you have these huge cascades down to these big pumps up, there's not a lot of support or resistance in these. So if we break down below this flag over here, we could potentially go all the way back down again. There's just nothing supporting it. So let's move on to Ethereum because it's actually way more clear on Ethereum. So on Ethereum, on the daily, like I was explaining about these downs and ups and quick ups and quick downs, etc., etc. Just like right here, where we pumped up back in Friday, the 21st of October, we pumped. There's even back here, right? So a big cascade down, so we ranged, and then when we pump, there's not a lot stopping the price action, volume wise, resistance, support levels, etc. And then we hit this trend line, and again we came way back down super fast. Why? Again, there's not a lot going on in these ranges. Exact same thing happened right here. So my point, if we do break to the downside, if we break these levels, especially this on Ethereum now looking at it, especially on the 1544 level, if we break this, there is a strong potential that we're going to go straight down back to where we were on the 12s and things like that, because there's just not a lot of price action. There's not a lot of support, resistance, etc., supporting this price and keeping it up. right? So it's just something to think about. As well as, I'm sure you guys have probably heard this a million times when it comes to trading. History doesn't usually repeat, but it sometimes rhymes. And what I was looking at this morning, while looking at the chart, again, Ethereum on the daily, this cluster right here looks significantly similar to this cluster right here. I mean, they're almost exactly the same kind of price movement. The big pump up, small retracement, another pump up, and then a pullback. So again, I'm watching these levels to see what we're going to do. If it follows this same pattern, there's a good strong potential that we could fall down to the downside. And I'm not trying to be bearish, I'm not trying to be bullish, I'm just trying to read the story in front of me. That's what I always do, guys. So if you are trading, this is not financial advice per usual. Trade cautiously, trade conservatively, tight stop losses, trade at your own risk, do your own research. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, blah, 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 blah. Let's go to the news. Elon Musk, Tesla held onto its Bitcoin in Q4 despite market turbulence. The EV maker, electronic vehicle, if you're not aware what EV stands for in this new acronym world, continued to hold its estimated 9,720 Bitcoin, only losing 34 million on its investment due to price declines towards the end of 2022. Well, they didn't acronym it here. Electric vehicle manufacturer Tesla refused to offload any more Bitcoin during the later half of 2022, despite selling off 75% of its holdings in the second quarter. In its Q4 results reports on January 25th, Tesla's financials show neither bought or sold any of its Bitcoin for the second quarter in a row. This was despite the hefty market turmoil in November and December following the collapse of STX. Probably because they don't want to sell at a loss. They'll probably sell at a loss just enough for tax benefits, but outside of that, why would they sell at a loss? The documents show the company holds 184 million in digital assets as of December 31st, down from its 218 million in holdings from the quarter prior due to the 34 million of impairment charges as Bitcoin's price declined between the end of September and December last year. Bitcoin was around $19,500 on September 30th before dropping almost 15% to $16,600 by December 31st. The EV manufacturer also held onto its Bitcoin through Q3 last year after selling 75% of its Bitcoin during the second quarter. The Q2 sale added $936 million in cash to Tesla's books, and the firm profited $64 million. The CEO, Elon Musk, explained at the time of the sale was to prove liquidity of Bitcoin as an alternative to holding cash on a balance sheet. However, its Bitcoin holdings or take on Bitcoin was not discussed in Tesla's most recent earnings call on January 25th. Tesla holds an estimated 9,720 Bitcoin. I wish I did. Overall, Tesla recorded $5.7 billion in profits from $24.3 billion in revenue for Q4, with its gross margins coming in at the lowest level in 5 quarters. The company posted a total profit of $20.8 million for 2022 from an $81.4 billion in revenues. A little bit of tweets about what they're doing, I guess. I don't know. Do you follow Tesla on Twitter? I don't. The revenue figure missed analyst estimates, but its profit did better than consensus estimates. Tesla's share price was up slightly on the day, closing at a gain of nearly 0.4%. Wahoo for the traditional market. It continued to trade positively after hours, up nearly 4.6% at the time of writing, according to Google Finance. Well, that was really unexciting. I guess the only reason why they're reporting on this stuff is if you're around for the 2021 bull run kickoff, Bitcoin pumped like a wild dog out of hell off of a tweet that Elon made stating that they were going to start holding Bitcoin and potentially take Bitcoin as payment for a Tesla. So, I don't know. Is it still relevant? I have no idea. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Moving on. All right. White House Science Office calls for comments on its digital asset research agenda. The office's request for information in the latest piece in the massive research agenda in President Biden's executive order on digital asset development. That's a freaking mouthful. The administration of United States President Joe Biden is continuing to deviate its national digital asset research and development agenda. In a request for information, an RFI dated January 26, and previewed by the Federal Register, the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy, the OSTP, invites comments to help it identify agenda priorities. Individuals and organizations may submit comments of no more than 10 pages in length by March 23rd. No more than 10 pages? Oh, what a shame. Couldn't write millions and millions of pages. The White House announced the creation of the agenda in September after the unveiling of the first ever comprehensive framework for responsible development of digital assets. The new agenda is part of the spat of crypto-related research activity initiated by the President's executive order, ensuring responsible development of digital assets, issued in March. Right, they just want to control it. Who cares? The RFI said the agenda sought to shape a whole of government effort to develop digital assets and distributed ledger technology. It was also described as a means to continue to support research that translates technological breakthroughs into market-ready products and kickstart fundamental research. It stated, research and development, R&D, if you don't know what R&D is, there you go, in this space has often been conducted in a fragmented manner with limited consideration. I can't read. Consider it ever. I say this every day, guys. I suck. Consideration for the broader implications, applications, and downside risks for the underlying innovations. More comprehensive R&D approach would provide concrete areas of focus toward achieving holistic vision of a digital asset ecosystem that embodies democratic values and other key priorities. These guys sound like they're just all stroking their own egos. A blockchain specialist position was added to the OSTP with the passage of the CHIPS and Science Act in August. The office has examined and reported on the effects of digital assets on the environment as part of its mandate and prepared a survey of central bank digital currencies design options as a part of the ongoing and so far inconclusive consideration of a U.S. digital dollar. It's coming, y'all. We've been talking about it. Reactions to Biden's comprehensive framework ranged from tepid praise to outright disappointment. The funny thing is, when you read these articles, to me that half of that just sounds like mumbo jumbo. These guys want a digital dollar. They want to control some kind of digital asset. That's all I'm getting out of this. And it sounds like half of them don't even know what the hell it is. They're still trying to figure out, well, what is crypto? Well, I don't know, man. I don't trust any of these asshats in general. But they do. They want to make a digital dollar. And congratulations. They have a science office that calls for comments on digital asset research. Sorry, guys. I wasted your time with that article. I thought that was lame. Moving on. Hackers take over Robinhood's Twitter account to promote a scam token. This is kind of funny to me. So you're a hacker. You get control of a Twitter account with over 1 million followers, and you're going to try and promote a scam token to try and make a pump and dump. It's children. There's children out here. Anyways, a since removed tweet called on Robinhood's 1.1 million Twitter followers to each pay 0.0005 cents for a token called RBH on the BNB Smart Chain. Well, there's your first mistake. It's on BNB. I'm full of jokes today, guys. An unknowing group or individual has hacked the Twitter account behind crypto and stock trading platform Robinhood to push users to buy a quote-unquote new token. Many crypto Twitter users reported on January 25th that Robinhood had posted a tweet calling on its 1.1 million followers to each pay a significantly small amount for a token called RBH on the BNB Smart Chain. Connor Gorgon, the head of product business operations at Coinbase, reported that at least 10 people had purchased roughly $1,000 worth, wow, really, guess it falls to people, worth of the scam token before the tweet was removed. Likely due to the invocation of Binance, CEO CZ reported the company's security team had locked the account linked in the tweet pending further investigations. At the time of publication, the tweet was no longer visible on Robinhood's account. A Robinhood spokesperson told Cointelegraph that the hacker, believed to be a third-party vendor, had made posts on the platform's Instagram and Facebook profiles as well. Always have critical thinking, even if the account looks or is real, said CZ. Robinhood presumably attacked. I'm assuming that this is the tweet. We're launching a new token, RBH. Binance Smart Chain will be live at 12 a.m. You could be among the first to buy at a starting price of absolutely nothing. Though the app facilitates the sale of many cryptocurrencies, Robinhood does not have a token directly tied to the platform, as RBH falsely claimed. Investors can purchase exposure to the company through shares of Hood, listed on NASDAQ at roughly 9.71 at the time of publication. A major hack of many high-profile Twitter accounts in July of 2020 was used to scam users out of Bitcoin by promising to send back double any crypto received. Guys, okay, I'm gonna pause before I finish this article. If you are still reading posts that say send us this much crypto and we'll send you back double or whatever, etc., 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 and you're reading that going, oh, this could potentially be real, get out of crypto. Sorry, flat out, get the hell out of crypto. That's the biggest, most obvious scam that's been going on since the dawn of crypto. It is absolutely insane to think that you could send somebody your token with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, XRP, whatever, and that someone's just gonna instantly send you back more. Come on, get out of crypto. Anyway, finishing up this last little sentence. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has since purchased the social media platform and policies criticized by. Oh yeah, that was God. These, I really feel like so I understand that I started this channel at the absolute bottom of a crypto bear market, a crypto winter. So I knew that there wasn't going to be a lot of exciting articles out there. I don't know, maybe eggs on my face, maybe I'm the fool. But I read these articles and I'm even getting clickbaited on them because they sound like they're going to be funny or cool or exciting or interesting, and it's dumb. It's all dumb. It's boring. Crypto boring. Boring crypto. All right, last but not least, guys, let's get this wrapped up and get you guys on your way, enjoying your day, and potentially making money in crypto. Breaking. Coinbase fined $3.6 million in the Netherlands. The United States-based crypto exchange Coinbase is fined 3.3 million euros by the Dutch central bank for the lack of registration. The Bank of DNB, the Dutch central bank, fined cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase 3.3 million euros, which is equal to, I'm assuming, $3.6 million, due to non-compliance with local regulations for financial services provided, according to a Reuters report on January 26th. The exchange reportedly failed to obtain the necessary registration to offer services in the Netherlands prior to beginning operations in the country. The DNB said it took into consideration the size of Coinbase as a company and the fact that it has a significant number of customers in the Netherlands. The authorities claimed Coinbase was non-compliant during the time period between November of 2020 and August of 2022. In December 2022, the DNB targeted the cryptocurrency exchange KuCoin, saying that it too was operating without a license and therefore offering services illegally. In 2021, it targeted Binance. Now they're just going after it. This is a money grab if I've ever seen one. It targeted Binance Holdings Limited with similar allegations, for which the exchange paid more than 3 million euros in fines due to the violations. Yeah, they're probably just going, like, these are all like $3 million here, 3 million. Dude, these exchanges, these are going, to me, outside opinion, just reading this article, this bank is just going after exchanges they know will just write off the money. They don't even care. They'll just say, we're going to fine you $3 million. Yeah, Coinbase goes, okay, here you go. KuCoin goes, yeah, whatever. Here you go. Binance, obviously. Okay, here you go. Anyway, moving on. Since the beginning of the year, Coinbase has been in the headlines for numerous reasons relating to its business operations. On January 10th, it announced that it will be slashing 20% of its workforce due to the operational restructuring. It was on the same day that the brother of the ex-manager of the crypto exchange was sentenced to 10 months in prison due to his insider trading. which marked the first unknown case of its kind in the crypto industry. A week later, on January 18th, Coinbase announced that it will stop its operations in Japan due to the ongoing effects of the bear market trading slump. Despite less than desirable developments from the exchange, around the same time as it closed up shop in Japan, it was reported that Coinbase stock had a 69% surge from its all-time low. Additionally, Cathie Wood's ARK investment added $17.6 million in Coinbase stock since the start of 2023. Nobody cares. These articles are boring. Oh, guys, I'm sorry I wasted your time today. Outside of that, let's look at what Bitcoin is doing one last time before we get out of here. So, we could potentially be having a small little trend line right here, guys. Just following this, see if we'll follow this little flag. Get us out of the woods. Here, I'm just drawing a lot for you guys, just for fun, because I'm bored. This could potentially be your little bull flag going on. That is on the daily. Let's look at that on the 4-hour. It will change a little bit. If you're playing the swings, let's adjust that just for fun. Something along this, potentially, or I'm just having fun right now, guys. This is more of what I'm looking at for a bear flag or a bull flag. Range, break out, come back in. So we'll see what's going to happen. We're still in this range of this flag. In my opinion, this flag is still live. Let's see what will happen. As of right now, we're slightly pulling above it. Will we get another pump to that 23,789? Will we break out and run to 25? I don't know. Nobody does. There's no crystal ball. Trade with caution. Outside of that, guys, if you do provide the enormously boring content that I provide on this channel, please like the videos, subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell for notifications, share this nonsense to your friends. I appreciate each and every single one of you for watching, and I will see you bright and early Friday morning tomorrow. I am done wasting your time. I'm out of here, y'all. See ya.